Hi there, this is Valentine, and in this tutorial I will show you how you can transform a Google Spreadsheet into a REST API. So stay tuned and let's get started. So I have this spreadsheet which lists several stocks that I own, and I've used a bit of magic here in order to calculate the current profit that I have from these stocks. And I'm fetching some real live data using Google Finance, and using each company ticker code I'm able to pull in this information and to have this a pretty up-to-date spreadsheet. So what I want to do is to expose this information as a REST API. It's important to know that Google Spreadsheet has its own API, but especially if you're a beginner when it comes to APIs, it might be a bit hard to fetch this information. So there are quite a few providers out there which enable you to transform your spreadsheet in a REST API. And one of these providers is SheetBest. And I think from all the providers that I've seen out there, they provide a very straightforward way of getting started. And this is exactly what I wanted to show you in this tutorial. So the first thing that we need to do is to share our spreadsheet. So I'm going to go here at Share, and I'm going to get a shareable link. And this has been copied to my clipboard. So I'm going to sheet.best. And now my API is ready to use. So all I have to do is copy this URL to the clipboard. Now you can use this directly in your browser, probably will not look so well, but I will use Postman in order to interact with this API. So if you're not familiar with Postman, Postman is this REST API client which allows you to work with APIs, and it's more or less one of the tools that is so well known. And if you don't know it anyway, it's pretty easy to download and get started. Now I'm gonna paste this address here in Postman, and this behaves more or less like a browser. And I'm gonna hit the send. And you will see that the data that I had in my spreadsheet is available here. So this format is JSON, and this format can be used by other third parties. So for example, if you have a database with a lot of data and you want to expose that so that others can have access to this information in a format, or maybe you want to display it on your own website, or interact with other third-party tools which need an API to get some data from you, then I think this is a good way. Now, if you create an account with SheetBest, you can even add new information or delete information from this API. And you have, for example, the post method, and you can add new rows to your data, or you can delete rows or control if you can delete rows or add new rows using the API, and so much more. So there's definitely a lot of things that go into this thing. Additionally, what's important to understand is the security standpoint. Now, you have shared this link with SheetBest. And if for whatever reason that link gets somehow exposed, maybe in some logs or something like that, and somebody else has access to that specific link with your spreadsheet, then your data is compromised. The same goes if SheetBest gets somehow compromised and again, this link gets exposed somehow, then your data is really in danger. So you should really think about what kind of data are you exposing. If it's like really sensitive data, think about it twice, or think about what it would mean for you or your business if this data would get leaked out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And if you're interested in more tutorials like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up so others can find it as well. And hopefully see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.